One of the most famous myths about the goddess Nut is the myth of her love for Hebe, the prohibition of Ra, and the birth of the five main gods. This myth is central to Egyptian cosmogony because it explains how the pantheon was born and why the world looks like this. The myth of Chickpea and the birth of the gods. At the beginning of time, after the creation of the world, heaven and earth were merged into a single whole. Heaven is Chickpea, and earth is Heb. They were brother and sister, but at the same time lovers. They hugged each other so tightly that there was no room for anything else between them. This is contradicted the plan of the supreme god Ra, who I wanted an orderly world. Ra, seeing their inseparable unity, became angry. He ordered the air god Shu to separate them. So Shu became the atmosphere that separates the sky and the earth. Since then the chickpea rises above the ground, bent over the body of Hebe, and is supported by Shu. But Ra did not stop there. He cursed Nut by forbidding her to give birth on any of the 360 days of the year to avoid the emergence of new gods who could threaten his power. But the wise god Thoth, who was a friend of Nut, invented a circumvention of the curse. He called the moon on the game of checkers and won part of it from him light. From this light, Thoth created 5 additional days that were not included in the calendar year, the so-called epagomenal days. In these days, Nut gave birth to 5 great deities: Ascipia, the god of resurrection and king of the afterlife; Mount the Elder, the first heavenly god, often merged with the image of the son of Isis; Seta is the god of chaos, desert, storm; Isis is the goddess of magic, motherhood, and fidelity; Nephthys is the goddess of death, shadows, the companion of Isis. Thus began a new generation of gods, and it was their drama that later determined the course of Egyptian mythology: the struggle between Osiris and Set, the resurrection, the birth of Horus. Symbolism of the myth: the separation of Nut and Geb is the appearance of a structure in the world, the sky, the earth, and the air. The prohibition of Ra is the fear of losing control. Thoth's victory is the victory of wisdom over restrictions. The birth of the 5 gods, the birth of the cycle of life, death, magic, struggle, and restoration. This myth is not only about the gods, but also about the life path of every soul that is born, experiences trials, dies, and is reborn again, under the starry cover of Nut.